What's going on, everybody? I am Japes. Welcome to this Monday Q&A style. I want to first apologize for not uploading at all this weekend. It was a very, well, not hectic, but it was a very busy weekend for me in my personal life outside of YouTube. And I got tied up doing a lot of different things. And I had a great weekend as far as that goes. So I hope you guys understand that. But I want to get back into, the swing of things here. So I figured we'd kick it right back in with the Monday Q&A. I know this will be my 200th upload, which is cool. I appreciate all of your support through all 200 of those videos. If any of you guys have been around since the first thing that I did was like a no capture card, no problem video where I took clips that I uploaded to the EA, I don't know what it was, downloaded them, patched them together, made them do like fade transitions and added some YouTube music to them. So they were really, really bad, but we all got to start somewhere. So I appreciate those of you that have been sticking around for a long time. But let's get into the questions just asked on Twitter. And Film Staring, or at Film Staring, says, Japes, what do you look for when subscribing to a channel? That really depends. To be honest, I want to be entertained, or I want to be informed, or I want it to be something unique. I think those are the three things that most make channels stand out to me, so that's essentially what I will be looking for. What would you say has been the best signing of the transfer window so far? That comes from at MT96HD, and it really depends. I think there have been a lot of good signings. I said a while back, and obviously this is, reflecting on this weekend, but Swansea picking up Michu for $2 million, that was pretty incredible. Obviously, Man U getting Van Persie puts them right up in competition with Man City to really, really challenge for the title and makes them a very strong team now in the Champions League as well. Not that they weren't before, but even more so. So I think that was a steal for them within the league. I don't know. Those are two of the signings that I've been kind of impressed with. There have been a lot of other ones that have been excellent signings. I'm sure I'm forgetting something right now, or I've missed someone. But those are the two that are kind of standing out in my head after this weekend. Obviously, United's got a match coming up here, so it should be interesting to see how they come out and play. Let's see. Sefa, oh my gosh, I can't say her name right. At Sefa619 says, was it fun to play with Trout, Josh, and Steve? Yeah, it was a great time, and he's referring to Trout's Road to Commander series, where I played a little Call of Duty with them. I just dropped a nuke in the most recent episode, so pretty happy with that. But they're great guys. They're very fun to play with, very entertaining to listen to, have a little banter with on Call of Duty. Call of Duty is one of the few games that I will absolutely rage about and can get a little bit worked up about from time to time. What is the first team that I'll make on FIFA 13? That's from at JamesG_. And that really varies. I'll probably check the database and see where I can get a nice, well-rounded team for a very low coin total. I don't see the point in going out and buying BPL team. I'll tell you, that's the first team that I will, or the last team that I'll make in FIFA 13 will be a Barclays Premier League side. Beyond that, I'm not sure. La Liga will probably be somewhere down the pecking order as well, because those players tend to be a little overpriced to me as well. Serie A and Bundesliga are more likely candidates, especially with some of the, the Thiago Silva moving out of the Serie A and Ibrahimovic moving out of the Serie A. That just takes away from people wanting to use those teams. But I'm sure they'll have a bunch of 5-star skillers, so there will be quite a few Serie A teams out there. And I do apologize, my voice is a little bit off. Like I said, it was a long weekend. Played a football tournament or soccer tournament this weekend. 4 games. Went out quite a few times, so a little crushed right now and got a big day ahead. Still got sleep in my eyes. Let's see. Pedro Pereira says, what are you going to do for the 100th episode of P2P and when? That is still kind of up in the air. I think I'm going to do a longer episode. So that will probably be released within the next 2 days, starting on Tuesday. So either Tuesday or Wednesday. I won't be streaming today. I'll be at the lake today, which I'm excited about. It's closing down, end of the summertime, so got to get as much lake time in as possible. But as far as streaming goes, look for heavy streaming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even on Friday. We will just have to see how long they go for, but I will be trying to get as much stream time in as possible. Andrew, or at Tillian1243, says, how old are you? I am 25 years young. Easy question right there. Dackeldin says, do you think Martinez is a good buy for Bayern if it's confirmed? I think he's a good buy for Bayern at 30 mil. I don't know about 40 mil. 40 mil is a lot. Mind you, Bayern is one of the few clubs these days that is in a good financial situation. They do very, very good business in Germany. The Bundesliga is an extremely profitable league as far as leagues around Europe are concerned. So I don't think it would be a huge deal to pay 40 million for him, but I hope he comes because Bayern need that another versatile player essentially that they can use as a holding mid or as a center back. He's a young center back. He'll help play it out of the back with our possession game, so I do hope that he comes. Oh, let's see. We've got a lot to get through. George Mitchie says, if there was one player to have 5-star skills in FIFA 13, who would you want it to be? I think that I think it's got to be Eden Hazard. I think he should have 5-star skills. I was shocked when he didn't in the most recent FIFA, but we'll just have to see what it comes out in FIFA 13. Now, is he the one I want the most? No, of course I'd love to see more Bundesliga players have 5-star skills. However, I think he's one of the most deserving players to have 5-star skills. Let's see. Who is my favorite Irish team? That comes from the Awkward Sandwich or at Trolltage of Nifa or on FIFA. I have no idea. I can't say I've ever seen an Irish team play, so I'll skip that and keep on moving on. I'm about to click this, and we have quite a few more interactions and questions. We'll try to keep going through this. Are you going to upload any other game modes along with FIFA Ultimate Team and FIFA 13, like head-to-head seasons? I would love to do some head-to-head seasons, and that goes into maybe getting into some more competitive stuff in FIFA 13. I'll need your feedback on stuff like that. I will try a lot of new things out at the beginning of FIFA 13, trying to get a feel for it, experimenting with the different game modes, trying to show you guys all that FIFA 13 has to offer. So we're going to kind of hit that when we get to that point, and we'll check it out then. Will Path to Power be back for FIFA 13? The answer to that is no. Actually, I'm totally kidding. The answer to that is heck yeah. I love doing Path to Power. It's essentially my ultimate guide to Ultimate Team, is what it boils down to. It's trading, it's gameplay, it's strategies for this is for that. So yes, it will most definitely be back. I'll probably try to space it out a little bit, not do one, well, maybe we'll do it daily. I don't know. I'll try to upload as frequently as I possibly can and stick with the daily uploads, but I don't know if it'll be Path to Power day in and day out. Let's see. We're keeping moving on here. And a lot of these questions are very the same. Curtis Ritchie says, would you ever think of buying Pez and making a series with the game? The answer to that is hell no. And I did a vlog at E3 right after I played Pez. There's like a 2-minute rant for me in there. And I guess I'm not really one to rant, or I haven't gone off and done huge rants. But Pez was the worst virtual footballing experience I'd ever had in my entire life. So there is no way that I will even touch that game. I feel like it's virtual football poison. It might make me worse at FIFA even looking at that game. So I will be staying away from that. Torsten Langset says, have you ever played with the Tippeligaen side on Ultimate Team? If yes, what is your opinion of the players? Yes, I have. On FUT 12, the Tippeligaen bronzes were or FUT 11, they were my favorite bronzes. On FIFA 12, I think they got some great silver players, Burgett, El Unici. Some of those guys are very, very fun to play with. And I think they've got a nice mix of skill and everything good. They've got some pacey center backs, so you can build a quality side for not that much. What's my name in real life comes from Acha, and we'll give you my first name, and that is JP, or John Paul is what it stands for. When is the next stream? I just mentioned that. That'll be on Tuesday. Are you in any other games apart from FIFA? I've mentioned that I'm into Call of Duty from time to time, so there is always that. If you had to change your haircut, which one would you choose? Alex Song's blonde afro or Neymar's sloppy mohawk? That comes from Dav. I don't know. Or at Dictator. I have to get your feedback on those. Which one do you think, if I were to change my haircut, which football player do you think I would do best with that kind of haircut? I think mine's kind of nice, clean cut, simple. I'm here for business. I'm here to do this. But maybe, I don't think I could pull off Neymar's sloppy haircut. I've got extremely curly hair. I'll have to show a picture to you guys of what my giant white man or Caucasian afro used to look like back in the day when I was playing some serious football. I had a little bit of a David Luiz thing going. I mentioned to Mike ATL, when I play football in real life, I tend to think from time to time that I am David Luiz, and then I'm going to burst forward and score a bunch of goals. But it came true this weekend a little bit. I managed to get a hat trick. Mind you, it was they were small-sided tournament games. It was like a prep for the preseason preparation for the real season, so it was easier to get forward, but I managed to get a hat trick. So all good center backs think that they're capable or know that they're capable of scoring goals, and so when the offense doesn't do it, we must take it upon ourselves to get up there and score. Favorite type of cheese comes from Tominizer, and that has got to be brie. I love brie on crackers or on on bread, whatever. It's delicious, a nice brie sandwich even from time to time. What's your dream job? Comes from @Ben Smiley Face. That's so tough to say what a dream. I think I would have a couple. Would I like to work? I think it's got to be something working with real football in real life, and I'd love to be an analyst, love to be a commentator for that, love to work for a club in Europe or be one of the help do league development, something like that for the MLS. So hopefully one day I will be able to get into doing some real football stuff, and who knows, maybe that day will be sooner rather than later. I know, or even some companies cover real world stuff and do a mix between that and YouTube, like Kick TV, something like that. I don't know. Those are things that I would absolutely love to do and fall right into my wheelhouse of things that I very thoroughly enjoy. Sorry for tripping over my words right there. Let's see. We're going to keep moving on down. I live in Georgia, or which question, someone said, do you live in Georgia? And I do. I live in Atlanta, or just north of Atlanta in the Buckhead area. And we will keep. Am I streaming tonight? No. What's the meaning of your name? It comes from @Stephen O'Neill. I don't know. My dad's name was Paul. My uncle's name is John. I'm thinking they kind of just put them together and went with that. What do I think of the BPL? That comes from Matt Bartlett. I think the BPL does the best job of any league in the world at providing a full entertainment experience for its fans. I think it's extremely competitive, and that's what makes it probably the top league in the world, in my opinion. I don't think that boils down to an English thing necessarily, but the league itself is incredible. And a lot of the players, mind you, are English, especially with, like what Southampton did coming up from the Empower Championship and giving Man City a run for their money. That is what makes it an incredible watch, an incredible league, and so competitive and enjoyable as an experience for the fans and for everybody else. Let's see. Most embarrassing experience of the weekend. I don't know what my most embarrassing weekend experience was. I had out at the bars on Friday nights, and I was mentioning something to one of my buddies, talking about this smart girl walked by, and I was like, oh man, I could, sometimes smart girls will really get you. And her like meathead of a boyfriend turns around and is like, what'd you say? And I was like, dude, I was just saying that, I got a thing for short girls from time to time. And he was like, I don't think that's what you said. And he tried to sucker punch me, and he caught me, like, just along the lips. And I was out with my buddy, and my buddy put him straight into a headlock. And, what a mess that turned into. But Matt, my roommate, was like, who was the one, buddy, all the same, was like, I thought he was going to start swinging, bro. And he just seemed to calm down. But that was an interesting, not embarrassing, but an interesting situation. Almost got into a little scuffle at the bar. This would have been way more difficult doing it with a black eye or something. But, that's the one of the mantras I hate about Southern guys. It's like, are you even talking to my girl? Are you dancing with my girl? You can't be doing that. And it's like, dude, relax. She was talking to me or whatever to begin with. So, interesting little experience there. What is the most improved part of FIFA 13? That's from Daniel Van Raj. And I say this every year, and FIFA does an exceptional job of making the game more and more realistic. So putting in the first touch is amazing, and putting the attacking AI in, those two things are going to absolutely revolutionize and change the way people play FIFA, in my humble opinion. I'm going to do a little time check here and see how long I've been rambling on. 13 minutes, so we're doing okay. But we're going to just take a few more, and then we'll be closing it down. Ryan Babel, or @Shangrini, says, I think you've gotten a few in here, or @Shangini. 11 says, do you like Celtic FC? And I was given a Celtic scarf at one point when I was younger, so I guess I've always maybe sort of liked Celtic. I know they do well in the Scottish League, so I can't really say one way or another. I don't really watch their games or follow them that closely, so I guess it's I can't really say too much about it. John Farrell says, favorite beer, ? And that is a tough one. And my favorite beer is always going to be the beer that I haven't tried yet. And I guess that's a weird answer to the question, just because I want to try as many different things as I can, because how can you pick a favorite without having tried everything? Now, mind you, I can pick a favorite from what I've had so far, and, or maybe a few. I love Hoegaarden. Leffe is a great, the Belgian beers are very high up on my favorite list, but there's still so many beers that I haven't even tried. And I've got to do it coming up here. I've got to try to get as many beer chances or beer tries as I can in the near future. Going to clear my throat. A little coffee. Sam Hesketh says, do you support a League One team? I can't say that I ever get the chance to watch League One games over here. I'm assuming you're talking about the Empower League One, or Empower One League, or whatever it is. I'm all mixed up. It's still early in the morning for me. Can't say that I ever get to catch any of those games over here, so it's really hard to pick a style of a team that you like to watch play. So I think I'm going to not really give you an answer to that question. Anton Jedeberg, or at Anterman1 says, will you get Black Ops 2? Question mark, smiley face. The answer to that is absolutely. Got to have whatever the fresh COD game is and the fresh FIFA game is at the moment. Those are essentially the only two games that I play. Thought about getting into a little Football Manager, but that ends up sucking up your entire day. We're starting a second channel and just doing, Let's Plays and that sort of thing. So maybe leave that at the comments if you'd like to see me do a second channel. I don't know. I like doing everything on the first channel. It seems easier sometimes. And managing 2 channels and getting all that together just seems like it'd be kind of a waste. And who knows? Some of you guys that would say, nah, I wouldn't subscribe to it. I only want to see FIFA stuff. Maybe you might like some of the other stuff. So that we'll have to see what happens with that. At TM_master says, can you drive? Yes, but I have a flat tire on my car right now that I got yesterday going over to my buddy's house, or coming back from my buddy's house. Well, no, my buddy's fiance's house. She made an incredible lasagna, so hats off to you, Laura. Not that she's going to be watching this, but incredible lasagna, and got a flat tire on the way back. How annoying is that? Sunday night after an amazing weekend, and you get a flat tire. So I've got to take care of that today. Actually, I might not get taken care of till tomorrow. I'll put the spare on so it doesn't sit on the rim. But yes, I can drive. All right, that is where we're going to leave off with this one. Thank you all for watching. I love doing these Q&As. I'm closing in. You're going to get the house tour some point this week to celebrate the impending possible 50,000 subscribers, which is just amazing to me. Your support has been incredible. So I want to say thank you for that. We'll get the Path to Power back. We'll get a Let's Prepare for FIFA 13 and a Deck Decider. It's going to be a busy week starting tomorrow. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Also, if you guys have been missing my vids in your sub box, apparently it's like pinning or something. It comes up on the left. I don't know how it works, but I don't actually know how to pin people. But I was told to say that to you guys, so I'm saying it there. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you guys watching and all of your support so far. My name is Japes. I am going to look down real quick to get this sorted out. My name is Japes. Thanks for watching. Your feedback is always greatly appreciated. Leave a rating if you did enjoy this Q&A, and I will catch you all next time.